Quiet on the set. Welcome to another installment of the Real Talk Podcast. I'm your host, AG.
GR Taylor.
Yeah, we in the building again, guys. We here. You know, it's a lot to discuss. Give it to you live and direct. And Mr. Taylor, how you been though, bro?
I've been good. Tired, working, but also successful, blessed, and healthy. Can't complain. What about yourself?
You're like Superman, you know? Very modest. Modest during the day. Then you get into the booth and you turn into the podcast of the year. But you know, I'm good. I'm good.
Wait, what's Superman's alter ego enemy? Bizarro?
Nah, it's the rich dude, the bald headed dude.
Nah, he has there's another.
Oh, yeah, Bizarro Superman. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, you get like that too?
Ain't nobody perfect.
You get the gray skin?
Not the gray
Ashy.
skin. Come on. No.
Yeah. You just told yourself, bro.
Right.
Sorry. It's okay to be a little ashy.
Shea butter always works.
It's okay to be a little ashy. But yeah, shout out Bizarro Superman too. But yeah, you know, we want to give you guys some really good content today.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to start off with, you know, where we kind of left off yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but last pod. You really wanted to talk about Fallout. We didn't get to that. And I think you were right. It just proves how underrated the show is. Now,
Absolutely.
I didn't have it on the docket, and it's probably one of the better shows that has come out. I want to pitch you a hardball question off rip.
All right.
Better video game adaptation, Fallout or The Last of Us? Season 1. So all of Fallout that we have so far versus just, might not be fair, versus that one season, the first season of The Last of Us. Talk to me. Because I have this thing. I have HBO supremacy.
Understood. I'm going to say Fallout in terms of its actual world translation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not done yet, but it's incorporating a lot of the elements from the game, which is a very vast world.
Oh, no, that's there's levels to nerddom, right?
Exactly.
To me, Fallout is, you really don't get much nerdier than that.
No.
It's probably like right below like Lord of the Rings.
Star
like
Wars,
that.
yeah.
But Fallout is right there. Like it's some super nerdy shit. Like I think the first or the second game, one of the games, there's really no combat. It was just more exploration and like button clicking as opposed to like, you know, when you want to sell records, you gotta have the song for the ladies. So they started doing some, we need combat.
It got crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely hear you on that in terms of the world building.
But I will say in terms of the film aspect, as in the execution and the actors, The Last of Us got it.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really pick one, but it depends on what you like. If you're really for film, then Last of Us.
So I would say The Last of Us had better shots. Like the cinematography was chef's kiss. But you can make the argument that they had more to work with. The scenery. Yeah. Yeah, Fallout's kind of one look, you know, for the most part. It's desolate, destroyed. Yep. Everything is bad.
And you need a lot of CGI for
exactly, Fallout. It's more practical stuff with The Last of Us. All right, so walk us through Fallout. Let's do it.
So number one, you have to have played the games to really enjoy and appreciate it. That's one.
I disagree with you right there. My girl did not play a single iota, and she likes Fallout. I'm not gonna say more than just as much as I do.
Really?
Yes. She's like, yo, that white girl with the big eyes. Like, what's gonna happen with her?
All right, so
ready.
I hear that. I like that.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You good? Yeah. For me, as someone who played the games, to see it come to life and them to execute it in such a way that makes you go, oh wow, they're adding in the death claws, adding in the zombies, not the zombies, but the ghouls. The pharaohs, the ghouls. Yeah. They're adding in the brotherhood, all these different things that you experience in the game. You're seeing it come to life, and then they give you two very intriguing characters, and this is another reason why I liked Fallout a little better than The Last of Us, but I could see The Last of Us being better overall in terms of film, as they gave you two unknown actors.
Okay.
The two main leads of Lucy and Maximus.
Okay.
Who was my favorite character.
That's cool. That's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son.
It's got to be.
It is.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
That's his
and
son.
A little bit of Jonathan Majors, because he's very ranged.
Yeah, no, he's dope.
But they start you off with these two characters. They start you off with Lucy, I think in the vault. And they give you this. She does a great job of depicting a very wide-eyed.
Oh, literally
wide-eyed. Literally wide-eyed. Her eyes are massive, and her mouth is really small.
Yeah,
but she's about it. Like,
interesting face.
One of my favorite scenes is when she's just like okie dokie and just starts going to it with her new husband or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then it turns to this big fight. So it shows you that she is she's what's the word for it? Very naive and
the most naive character I've probably seen in a long time.
But she got some edge to her.
Yeah, no, but she's trained well.
Right.
She understands her world.
Yep.
And then just to go a little further, you see the progression of she adapts very fast. And reluctantly so. So imagine if she wasn't reluctant to the world that she was in. She probably would have been one of the leaders of one of these factions. That's how dope of a character she is. But
exactly.
She's adapts quick and still finds a way to keep the naivete somehow.
It's the balance.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the part that brings you back to the game because your character comes fresh out the vault.
Yeah, you are literally fresh out the vault when you turn the game on.
Exactly.
Especially if it's your first Fallout. Right. I think my first Fallout was... I think it was New Vegas or Fallout 3. Can't remember which one came first.
Mine was 3.
I was like, this is some nerd shit. I'm a nerd. I have to know some Fallout stuff.
Yeah.
I get on the game. I'm like, vault? Like, how do I get out? Because the game don't really hold your hand.
Nope.
And, I want to talk about that later about gaming in general, but once you get out the vault, like it's cockroaches the size of dogs.
Everything's attacking you.
Yeah. And the cool part though is that they have the VAT system, I think that's what it's called, where it can kind of slow down time. You kind of take a breather. Okay, this is going to do this much damage. This is going to do that much damage.
Yep.
And then you see how it goes.
And the target's still moving at you.
Yeah, so it does a little bit of the turn-based combat, and it also incorporated you can kind of play the game however you want.
Right.
And that's what's dope about, RPG games. So, yeah, definitely that. So then talk to me about the Ghoul, his character.
The Ghoul.
And the flashing back and stuff like that.
So, spoiler alert for those who play the games and watch the show. He's actually the mysterious stranger. That's who he is.
Really?
That's him.
I didn't know that.
That's why he wears the trench coat. He just shows up and helps you out of nowhere. That's who that is.
I never put that together.
That's who the inspiration for that character is.
Got you.
The Ghoul's character is great. And I love, again, back to the character development of these 3 people, Maximus, the Ghoul, and Lucy. All of them have this conflict. That's great writing for the character, for the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's 2 sides. So the Ghoul, obviously, once upon a time was the sweetest guy, war veteran, actor,
Hollywood
father, husband. Mm-hmm. He was one of those guys, and now he is literally, physically, and mentally a monster.
Yeah,
that character's redemption arc from going from that guy, we want to know how he became this guy, and now he's returning to that guy by season 2, which is absolutely amazing. Great execution of the actor. His hairline is crazy, but he makes me forget that every time he gets on screen and does
Goggins.
That's his name. I think his last name is Goggins.
Yeah.
But also, I'm seeing him everywhere now because he did such a phenomenal job in that show. But the character of the Ghoul is very complex, and I love it. This is great.
Okay. Black wife, mixed kids.
All right. So I know
I'm seeing that theme a lot.
I don't
have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. It's just being shoved down our throats, pause. But it's just like you see it everywhere.
One battle after another.
Yeah, it's a thing, and the question is always why.
Yeah, why is a white man? Why we can't flip it?
Listen, third dimension.
Go just a little bit.
Listen, just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Follow me, people.
He's about to go crazy.
Not for long, but follow me, people. Listen, they are propagandizing us for black women to divest from the black.
There go that word.
Look it up when you get a chance. There's been a lot of that, but what they don't tell you is the mortality rate of black women who are in those relationships, and they also don't tell you the rate of divorce of mixed race or what do you call it? Interracial relationships, specifically marriage.
My man said mixed race, like we in the 30s.
Listen, but they're pushing that agenda to destroy our community. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, don't go. Come on.
But
we need the white viewers too.
I have
white
no problem.
View podcasts too.
Yeah, and it's not an attack on them.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
It's like, listen, but why do you keep pushing this? And I'm sure that people on the other side might be a little uncomfortable with it too. Hey. Not necessarily uncomfortable with it, but it's like, what are we pushing and why?
Yeah.
Also, I want to say this show is, it's almost like they're mocking certain mentalities.
Okay.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like with Lucy, right? She's so naive to the point where you're like, what is wrong with her? Why is she this dumb?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whereas Maximus, in his situation, he's also adapting.
Yeah.
But he's adapting a lot faster.
Yeah.
He's more likely to become a killer.
He's darker. Yeah.
Like Lucy in that situation with, where he was with Knight Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Played by, I forget his name.
Hold on. Hold on, this is what I'm supposed to
The
be
ultimate New Yorker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
He's a Jew.
Yeah, went to Jew first.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember his name. Oh my goodness,
We both
Higher Learning.
Yeah,
he was Rennie, I think that was character.
Yep,
I can't remember this actor's name.
I feel bad. I should know his name.
Mark something? No, never mind. It'll come to me. Yeah,
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Knows.
But if she was in that situation, she would have died. That would have been in her story.
Yeah,
because she would have tried to help him. That you guy, especially a mutated bear, would have killed her.
Yes.
Whereas Maximus not only was capable of killed, and then looked at the guy and said, "You're going to turn me in and try to get me killed? I got to smoke you."
And this is an opportunity for me to finally get what I always wanted. So the Maximus story is so dope because he came from, and this is spoilers, obviously, he came from a society that was rebuilt inside of this desolate place.
Mm-hmm.
His dad fixed the water. They finally got all the radiation out the water.
Comes from a lineage of genius.
Yeah, so beautiful
black family.
Yeah, it was.
You saw it.
Yes.
I was like, oh, maybe we don't smoke that? Okay, I see what y'all doing. Pack them up.
Yeah, so they had a thriving community and they were about to rebuild civilization and, it got bombed. And we figure out why that happens later on. We can get to that when we talk about Lucy's storyline a little bit more. Mm. And the person that saved him, or the people that saved him, was a brotherhood. And it's the knight. It's the power armor. So he's just like, yeah, I aspire to this because not only was it my salvation, but deep down inside, I want to do that for other people. Like, I'm happy somebody was there.
Right.
And it was just such a heartbreaking scene when his parents put him in the fridge or freezer, and they knew they were going to die. As a parent myself, you always think what you would do in those situations. And instinctually, you say, oh, yeah, I'll sacrifice my life for my kid. But you don't truly know unless you're in the moment. So it was just so dope seeing his dad go from, we think just some nerdy guy that fixed the water, to no. And
powerful father.
And he didn't give, not no disrespect to women or anything out there, but he made the decision for them. He was like,
you had to.
Yeah,
we had to make a logical decision.
Yeah, son, you go in there, and there's no debate.
Two of us can't fit.
Yeah,
he's the smallest. It's you. You're the
and he's the legacy. So
yeah,
we lived our lives. So that was a really powerful scene, and it just shows you the character that Maximus is and why the power armor itself means so much to him. And then it's so cool how the power armor is essentially the best thing in the game. It's the best item. Yeah. Some people just don't use it. It's almost a cheat code. That's how powerful it is. So they rather run around and, find different classes to set up. But once you get the power armor in the game, it's pretty much nothing can hurt me. Deathclaw, let's duke it out.
Yeah.
But before that, you hear a Deathclaw,
you got to run.
Yeah, you got to run. It's over.
You got to take out the missile.
Yeah.
But real quick though, I'm sorry. The acting in that scene of him putting his son in that fridge. Again, I wish I knew these actors' names, but him, the father, oh my God, bro. I don't have kids. And I got hit. I'm not going to lie, my eyes was watery. I was like, this is crazy. For this, what was it, less than 30 seconds?
Yeah, it was a quick scene too.
That's called acting.
So much was done in that.
The delivery was amazing. I felt that. I was like, wow, you got built a world of peace, of safety. You have a family, things are going good, and it's over.
Yeah. And you don't have time to process nothing.
Exactly.
He didn't even have the time to think about, damn, we just did this.
Yeah, to run to the house.
It was nah.
Got to preserve him.
Nuke inbound.
Sick.
Save the kid. And that's it.
Great acting again. Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out that guy.
I'm going to get his name.
Yeah, we got to come in with a list.
Yeah, I'm going to have his name. But that guy was dope.
But so how let's get back to Lucy's character. So in the most recent season, she's tracked down her father because that was the whole thing was what's she gonna do? It's when you watch a dog chase a car.
Yeah.
What does the dog do when it catches the car? What's it gonna do with the car? Yeah. So Lucy catches up with her father, and we get a whole info dump on why these things have happened. Everybody's stories are now intertwined.
Yep.
So Lucy wants to catch up with her father, obviously because he killed her mom, and she wants to know why. I think that's a very good question. And the ghoul spends the whole season, the trek, finding the father, poking and prodding her, what are you gonna do when you find him?
Yeah.
What happens? And
right.
That's the ultimate question. That's just life in general. What happens when you make the money?
Yeah.
What happens when you get the job?
What's it all for?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So it's just so dope. The writing, you say that's the question you can ask anybody about anything ever in life. What are you gonna do when you get that achievement? Is job done? Is job finished? So she, we get the Deathclaw scenes. We get and then we get the lore of the Deathclaw where America was going to war with China finally, and my man is up in Alaska defending Alaska, and the Deathclaw actually saves him.
Yeah,
it kills all the Chinese invaders, and so are the Deathclaws a property of the U.S. government? Is that what they're implying?
I think they are. They said that it was like a side project, but it's definitely the U.S. is somewhere.
Yeah,
and it's interesting that they use reptiles, and they said they're highly intelligent with all the stuff that we discuss nowadays. But again, we'll leave that for another time.
Then we also when Lucy and the ghoul, they end up flipping on each other because the father gives them a ultimatum of, hey, you want your family back? Talking about the ghoul because that's his ultimate journey as well. Is getting his family back. And then we go through his past and we see that, his wife was the one that kicked off Doomsday, but then we figure out that it really wasn't her. It was another. It's just so many factions
Robert House.
Yeah, and then we figure out that he didn't have all, it's not him either. Yeah, it's the president is involved. So we still don't have a definite answer. But the whole season was building up to his wife did it. His wife did it. Black woman, by the way. His wife
dragged her knee.
Yeah, his wife destroyed the whole world. Yeah. And then we come to find out that there's bigger players, and she's
just a tool.
Yeah, she's just a tool in this whole thing. And we still don't have the answers. But he wants to get back to his family, and the only way to do that is to sell out Lucy, who he's been on the journey with. They get into their little fight. Lucy gets the upper hand. He tranquilized her. She hits him with the super atomic fist, knocks him out the window.
Violates boy because he was.
Yep. But who saves him? He gets saved by one of those the mutants. This is our first time seeing the mutant in the show.
Yeah.
So the super mutant drags him back, basically says we're kin, heals him with like this eradicated stick rock thing, heals him. So they're like, hey, there's a war coming. And believe it or not, the ghouls are kin. So it's the ghouls and the super mutants, I guess, are going to team up against the Brotherhood, all humans. We don't know.
The Legion.
Yeah, we don't know. Is it all humans against, because the humans aren't on the same team. Look how many different human facts. Even the Brotherhood itself, going on Maximus' storyline, they're fractured. They had my dude, the Indian guy from the Marvel show, Eternals.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, Kamar or something. He did a little.
You said Kamar or something?
I think so. I think that's actually. I'm not even trying to be funny. I think that's his actual. I think that's his name.
All right.
But Kamar something. Yeah, we gonna get better at this. Trust me. But yeah, so he showed us like how the Brotherhood is fractured. So that's another storyline that we have to kind of look at. Like, are we gonna have a total war between the humans and the mutants and the ghouls, and then which side of our hero's gonna go on?
Right.
Because if you're the ghoul, Lucy just betrayed you. You finally think you're going to find your family. They're not there. But then you get a note that says they could be somewhere else.
Colorado, possibly.
Exactly. And do you even have time for this war? Do you owe this super mutant a debt? Is the super mutant going to come back for his debt? Like, hey, I saved you. So we need the numbers. You could probably control these other feral things, because once you go on feral, he's the only one that we've seen that has survived this. Yeah. Low key, Maximus's boy that is now turning into a ghoul.
They say he's something else. He's not a.
Oh, so he's
whatever he got is not ghoul.
Oh, so he's about to be a whole other thing.
Yeah, he has pieces of his body falling off. He's still functioning.
Yeah, like that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah, so it's a ton of storylines going on, and we get the realization, and this is what ties everything together, that once again Lucy's dad was behind the bombing of Maximus's hometown. And
what was his goal?
I don't know.
This dude was trying to control it.
Oh yes,
he wanted to control everyone.
Yes, that was his thing. To put everybody like sheep. And
exactly.
But then it gives you, again, the writing on the show, it gives you a good question. Once he started putting these people under his control, life was kind of good. Some of these people are clawing to like, hey, I don't want to go back outside. Yeah, I like this. I want this.
Yeah, they were all at peace with each other. Everything.
Yeah, is there like a commentary on society? Like, are we just all better off as sheep?
This whole show is a commentary on society.
Absolutely.
It's so, that's what made me so intrigued by it. I'm like, aside from it being an adaptation from a game, like what they did with this show, I was like, you guys are just telling everything.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, definitely. So quality, what do you expect from next season? Do we lose one of our three characters?
Season 3, these are my predictions and expectations. The super mutants, kind of step out into the light. There will be a war that begins, and the super mutants will be the reason why it breaks up. There will be a big fissure and a big divide, conflict between Lucy and Maximus.
Black and white.
Black and white, another, exactly.
But this time the guy's black, so I'm cool.
Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be a fissure between the two of them that's going to cause them to, divide again and make big sides. The little brother, I forget his name. But
the dude that he was on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on some show.
He has a weird face as well.
Yeah, a little ratty.
But he's cool.
Yeah.
He's going to have a complex journey as well because he's discovering things about his father as well. I think he's going to end up on the opposite side of Lucy.
Oh, you think he's going to be on the... Oh, no, Dad's right. These people are monsters and they need to be controlled?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think he turns into a big bad at some point. I could be wrong about that, but that's my prediction because it's the path he's going on, seeing that the same people from the old world tried to kill him.
Yeah.
It's just...
What's going on in the vault? We didn't really touch on that.
Well, you're right.
yeah.
Shorty from Canada.
Yeah.
That's a whole beast. She said,
Yo, everybody got smoke with America, man.
Another theme that, everyone has smoke with America, 100%. And another theme that we witnessed in that whole vault situation was how she was treating the dude.
Her husband?
Her husband.
Oh, yeah.
That's a play on what's going on today. Yeah. She was like, you're my wife. We're getting married. Yeah. I didn't know we were getting married. Well, we're getting married. Yeah. So I was like, this is crazy.
She wasn't messing around.
She wasn't. So they're kind of also hinting at, what's happening to society and why. And also, I think they're predicting also what's going to happen to correct it because the whole vote turned on her at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But her character is a monster. The other lady, Betty, who's in control of Vault 33, I believe it is. Mm-hmm. I think she actually had a positive, a positive intention for the Vault. She wants people to survive. She wants everyone to be good. But the problem is she wasn't in the know. Remember, she was a secretary.
Yeah, she had no idea what was going on.
She didn't know anyone.
She lucked up into the position that she's in.
Exactly, by who she knew.
Yeah.
Now she's in this position and it's like, yo, what's going on? You don't know anything.
Naivete, there goes again.
Exactly. And they're playing on it and they're also showing you an overarching theme here. But with the vote, I think it falls apart at some point. There's already a breach in 31, I believe.
Do you think they all get out? Or do you think they had the opportunity to get out? Some people just choose to stay. Do you think we see new vaults? Because
yes,
that's the only thing I would say that was missing from the season was that we didn't get, but outside of the super duper vault, the executive vault, we didn't really get, because that's another thing about Fallout that's dope is like just traversing the world, you find these random vaults.
Yep. And
they did that in season 1 really well. They had that weird mutant vault where they were working on mutants, and I think that might be a little bit of a foreshadowing for where these mutants come from.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to see more vaults. I want to see these weird vaults.
And each one has a different theme, like you said.
Yeah. Like,
so what are they doing in these other vaults? That's what I'm. Remember, they were selling vaults to like different companies. Yeah. So they're showing you again how big companies work.
Yeah, and I say this all the time. Like, and then this is just my personal opinion. I wish I had some glasses to throw on, but I feel like in my lifetime, America we're under oligarchy, but it's not military. Right. It's tech. Like, we are run by 5 tech companies. That's who our leaders are. It's technology companies. I mean, in Fallout's world, it was more of, like military stuff, like war stuff. Now, in our world, it's tech. Like, if you look at who really makes the decisions in America, it's these tech companies. That's who it is. So it's definitely a really good allegory to, like, how the world is today. And hopefully we don't end up in a barren wasteland one day living in vaults, because... I don't know about you. I don't know if I get in the vault. I'm not big time enough. And
they not letting me in.
I'm about to be outside.
I'm definitely not getting in the vault.
I'm about to join the Legion.
All right. They're crucifying people.
Yeah, the Legion is wild. I might join the Brotherhood.
Macaulay Culkin. That's Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, that is him.
Yo, yeah, this is a great show.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I love this. Real good cast. The world is dope. They have the video game as a backdrop. Mm-hmm. And... so they don't have the problem of, like, it's just, Fallout has so much lore.
A lot. Yeah. Shout out to Maximus, bro. That character, his journey to me was so tough.
What do you see Maximus ended up on? Like, does he take over the Brotherhood?
Maximus
leads the Brotherhood?
He might end up raising up his own militia as a leader, because he has the ability as a fighter. Remember he beat up that dude who was like,
he 1v1'd him.
Let's just do it bareback.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. And he smoked him.
Yeah. And he reluctantly too.
Yeah, and he killed Zane, I believe his name is. That's Kumar's character.
Hit him with the hammer.
Yeah, he killed him. He fought numerous death claws.
Yeah, Dolo.
In some army he wasn't familiar with.
Yeah, Dolo.
This guy is nice with it. And then on top of that, as a leader, he's very inspirational. He's the one who found the relic, and it's just he has the natural leadership qualities to be a leader. But I think he makes the ultimate choice in favor of Lucy.
Oh, he's chasing Tail.
That's the fall of every man. They have to put that in there.
Got you.
Even the ghoul is chasing Tail ultimately. You want to get back to the brown sugar.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about.
Yes. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on those takes. Anybody else we're missing in Fallout?
I'm sure we're missing a lot of characters.
Yeah.
The leader of the Brotherhood, they mix military with religious aspects to control the people.
Yeah, you saw those little Easter eggs when they found that base. And they found like aliens and shit in there, and they just didn't care because the world was over.
Yeah, because they won the gun.
Yeah, they was like,
this is cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was the car. They blew the car. Yeah, it was a vintage. I was like,
like they was just like, oh, cool. Who cares? Guns. Yeah, it just showed like how like aliens are. Who cares? Like the world is over.
It's
like,
allegory. That's us today.
Yeah. They literally like. What do you think is happening with this alien thing? Just real fast in our actual world. Let's step out of our vault.
Okay.
And I'm seeing a lot of stuff. They're slowly normalizing alien talk. Because 10 years ago, you even mentioned the word alien. Like, the government could not even say the word alien.
Right.
Like, that guy can't work for the government anymore. He said the word alien. Like, he's out. Yeah, something's wrong with him.
Here's your little box.
Yeah, now, they like, Trump did the Space Force. Like, what do we need a Space Force for? And then, I think I don't know if it's true because everything on the internet now.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But I think the U.S. government like bought the domain for aliens.gov or something like that. Some weird domain that had aliens in it. Mm-hmm. So what do you think is happening?
I think number one.
And what are aliens?
Yeah,
I got you.
I thought you wasn't going there, but okay.
Now we can real fast.
Number one, you cannot give all of the information to people at one time, so you have to slowly roll it out. It's kind of like what we talked about before, the frog in the pot. Mm-hmm. You got to slowly turn the heat up, so you cook it over time versus cooking it immediately. So number one, with aliens, this has clearly been classified information by the government forever, so they already knew about quote unquote aliens. But the rollout now, I think, is to prepare us for an event that will occur from the sky. Whether it's actual aliens, whether it's a hologram, because we now have the technology to do that.
That drone technology is crazy.
Crazy. We have drones that can sit in the sky, and we know for a fact we have AI, and then we also have powerful, like, have you ever seen a Coachella concert where they did like Tupac? They can project things.
Hologram shit is crazy.
100%. So we don't even know what's real anymore when we see it with our own eyes, let alone on the internet. So I think they're preparing us for something that will lead us or push us as a people to agree to give up more of our rights. That's what I think. And aliens makes the most sense. They've been probing us, or not really probing us, but preparing us for decades with different films. Whether it's Independence Day, Men in Black, everything always leads back to aliens.
Wow, Will Smith. He's in both of those.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that guy.
Listen,
is he on like
Third Dimension? Real quick. Listen, I think it's the CIA has a vested interest in the entertainment industry.
Of course.
They actually pour money into it. So there's a reason why the government has a hand in film. So if you're an actor who commands the most money,
he literally is box office.
You got to be, connected in some way. I'm not saying he's doing it on purpose, but I'm saying that he might know some things, and they're like, we're going to use this guy. He's the most popular to get these films into people's minds. Think about Independence Day. Enemies from the sky united the world in an effort to stop them.
Yep.
That's a good way to get the world, because right now we're in chaos. We can get the world to come together to fight whatever this threat is or deal with this threat. And then after that, we like this one world thing. Let's all stay together and let's agree to, one leader, one way of life.
Benjamin.
I don't know.
Netanyahu.
I don't know how you say it.
Your leader.
And effectively putting that little Fallout thing in the background.
That's the hat.
Well, that's actually happening now with social media, because when what's funny? I started to realize how many people are now quote unquote waking up, and it's because our algorithms are merging.
Yeah.
So the same. Neither do I, because a lot of people aren't really awake; they're just being told what to believe.
Yeah.
It's becoming popular to be conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, and that's never a good thing.
And I know it's not a good thing because people aren't taking action; they're just talking.
Yeah, just no action.
Exactly. So that's where we are. That's where I think the alien stuff leads to, honestly.
Okay.
Control.
All right. All right, let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. Since we're in a video game world, right? I was asking myself, are you a gamer? Would you say?
Not like I used to. I gotta be honest. Like I just, life has become a video game. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so I'm one of those guys that I think I'm going to play video games until I'm 100 years old. Like I don't think I'm ever going to stop playing video games. I love video games, but the problem for me is, I think video games are dying.
Yes,
I genuinely think that video games are dying. The consoles keep coming out. I actually have invested in PC gaming because that's how much I'm like. I spent like an absorbent amount of money in a PC. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I need more games to play. Like, you know, like where are all the games at? I'm a Sony diehard. I've never been an Xbox guy.
Okay.
I dabble with Nintendo because Nintendo got the Pokemon stuff, so I gotta have a Nintendo on deck. Nintendo, it has low-key has a monopoly, but people don't want to pay attention to it. They can just release whatever they want.
Yeah, they can.
They literally can just release whatever they're the most like innovative. Like people steal their stuff all the time. They just don't, you know, claim like the whole Wii U thing. Yeah, like they did a lot of cool stuff. But I think video games might be dying, and that's a very sad thing for me because I haven't. It's kind of like how I feel about music.
Wait, what makes you think it's dying though? Like
when's like what? It's like we playing the same games all over again. It's like I'm waiting for a new Call of Duty, and there's no innovation. Mm-hmm. It's like we're gonna fight this war again. Like I used to play when the new Call of Duty came out. Before I even touched online, I used to play the story because I'm like, yo, like Modern Warfare 2 had like the greatest story, like had the slow motion action points, like it was more grounded in reality. Like we were going to like not, you know, we were fighting some Arabs, like, like America's fighting Arabs, so it worked. And then they had that crazy controversial no Russian, like that's like a crazy, like, you know, the guys go into the airport and they slaughter everybody, and like before you start, you're playing as the guy killing people, and before you start shooting the leader, he looks back and he's like, because they're Russian, he's like, yo, no Russian, don't speak in no Russian, this is a false flag. Like,
got you.
The first mission was a false flag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's dope. Like, where is that?
Tough. Yeah.
Now, when you get the new games, they're just shoving online on at you immediately. Yeah. They actually made online the story mode online. So like when you get on the story mode, there's a whole bunch of random people wanting to play it with you, and that's not how single player games work. Nah. And then I think the battle pass system ruined modern gaming. So you're probably not familiar. So every game, and Fortnite started this, but you see the thing about Fortnite is the base game is at least free. Okay. So put it like this, right? You spend $70 on the game. $70. Yeah, the games are $70 now.
Used to be $9.99 back in my day.
And then there's a thing called a battle pass that's optional. So the battle pass will starts off as like, just cosmetics. Yeah. Cool cosmetics. And then like you're saying, everything is one. I could play as Maximus in Call of Duty right now. He's on the game.
Maximus from Fallout.
I could play as Lucy. I could play as a ghoul. I have them on my game. So I could boot up Call of Duty, and I could be in a lobby with Nicki Minaj running around and Maximus running around. I'm not even joking. Like, legitimately. Yeah. So that everything is merging into one. So the battle pass starts off as just cosmetics. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I get a Lucy skin. I get a ghoul skin, right? And the battle pass is on another $30 on top of the $70 you paid for.
So $100.
Yeah. And then it's like there's a gun that's in the battle pass that's just better than all the guns that the base game has. Yeah. So now you're at a disadvantage. Right. And then they do little quirks like, oh, this skin has a smaller hitbox. And the only way you get that skin is from the battle pass. So it's like the regular skins is easier to shoot at. This skin from the battle pass for whatever. Oh, it's just we just messed up that way. Has a smaller hitbox, so it's harder to kill the guy with this specific skin.
Gotcha.
So it's essentially becoming pay to win.
Money grab, yeah.
And it's all a money grab. And all of the games are adopting this. It started out with Fortnite, but again, to give Fortnite its flowers, the base game of Fortnite is free.
You don't think it started with like 2K?
No, because 2K now has adapted that. Because the 2K didn't really have a battle pass. There was VC, like pay to...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the battle pass to me is like, because it's not a one-time payment. It's every month. There's a new battle pass. Yeah. So you're paying $30 it's like subscription based. But the trick back is, hey, GR, you don't have to get the battle pass. Just play the game.
See how terrible it is.
You're watching everybody else with their skins and their gun. Hey, where do you get that gun from? Oh, it's right here, GR. Just pay $30.
$30 a month.
And then you still have to grind the battle pass. So this is the other thing. You pay the $30, right? Then you still have to play the game a lot to progress through the battle pass. But there's more. Hey, I know you just paid for the battle pass. You want to spend another $40? You can just have all the battle pass stuff.
This is crazy.
And then you looking at the numbers and you're like, video games used to be $10
and you had
$60 and you had the whole thing.
A story.
The DLCs were free or they were really cheap. They were like $10 to add more story.
Yeah.
Now the games come out incomplete. There's this game called Cyberpunk.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Cyberpunk is dope. It's a really good game. The problem with it, when it launched, it was incomplete. It was buggy.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
And you lose the immersion. And that game is meant to, it's like GTA with more immersion. Like you get to make your character.
It's like a sim metagame.
This is your guy. And it takes place in like the cyberpunkish future where, you know, it's kind of like what our world would look like maybe in 30 years. Like, you know, you go to like some basement, this guy is putting like synthetic stuff in your body so you can have like this mantis claw come out of your...
Yeah.
It's a dope game. But when it launched, it was broken. And that was just not a thing when video games were complete.
I got a question. You're right, 100% right. Top 5 pre-internet, you know, community-based gaming or games that gave you the best like story experience from any platform. Probably I'd say pre PS5. You want time to think? Because I got mine.
It's probably a cheat code, but I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest game of all time.
Boom, I love it.
It's the greatest game of all time.
The other 4? You have another 4? Or?
San Andreas.
Fire.
Grand Theft Auto 4. Nico Bellic.
I see what Vayner in here.
Can't be mad at that. Story.
I'm about to go way back too.
Okay, let me hear what you got.
So you have 2 more.
Yeah. San
Andreas is on that list for sure. Yo, I played that game so many times. Infamous.
Oh, I forgot about the Infamous series.
This one was I think before your time. Azora Dreams.
Excuse me?
PlayStation 1.
Azora Dreams?
What
was that about?
It was you were a monster tamer from this small village outside of this tower, magical tower. And every floor had different monsters. You had to go in there to get treasure, gold.
Okay.
And it's a poor village, so you became wealthy by being a monster tamer. So you either were like a regular serf or you was a monster tamer risking your life to go. And I went into the tower, obviously, you meet this character. He becomes like your familiar, your Padawan, whatever. Not your Padawan, like your monster pet. And he battles with you. You go get other monsters.
So Pokemon.
Before Pokemon. Look it up when y'all get a chance.
What was it called again?
Azora Dreams.
Azora Dreams.
I found that game for $10 randomly.
Those be the best where you
the
just
best
walk in the GameStop.
Yep.
And you're like, what? Azora Dreams?
Wasn't even a GameStop.
Let me go play this.
I was in like Vermont.
Oh, so you was at like vacation. EB Games or Circuit City or some shit like
some unknown video game store, and I found a gem. Still replayable to this day. So that's what Infamous, Azora Dreams, San Andreas. There's another one. It came out around Infamous time where the guy who can like absorb people and what's it called again?
Absorb people.
He could transfer. He'd run up on walls and it was this whole game. I'm gonna find
Prince of Persia.
No. This was in like modern day where he was like some kind of experiment.
Was it Crisis?
No.
Crisis was hard.
That's what you see now you're going through the games, you're realizing the experiences you had.
Yeah, Crisis was hard.
And I think this is why modern day gaming is dead, because you have to emphasize the story.
Yeah. Now it's just online. How do I get them online? How do I get them to subscribe to this battle pass?
Yep.
And that's it.
Let's get everyone together. They got everyone transferred over to I want to play online, and now it's in order to enhance your experience. Here, pay this. Back then, you just had to beat the game.
Yeah.
And it was fire. And your friends would come over to either, sometimes like if you have a little brother like both of us do, they would have to watch. Like, yo, you can't play, but you can watch. Here, take this remote. It's unplugged. Yeah, you're playing.
Yeah, that's you.
Exactly. Exactly. But now, I heard someone saying this is like these people who are playing online, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the experience of being together playing.
Yeah, that's dead.
Playing Smash Brothers.
That's dead.
Smash Brothers together is gone.
That's dead. You don't, you used to Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we're all about to go play Budokai.
Yeah.
Everybody bring a controller because most people only got 2 controllers.
Exactly.
The second one's broken anyways.
Your mom had to call to come get you home. More like, I'm staying tonight.
Hey, we all about to run a Smash Brothers on the GameCube. Everybody bring a controller. Oh, you don't got GameCube controller? Don't worry about it. We're gonna figure something out. So that's dead. LAN parties were what they were called, but we never called them that because we didn't know what they were called.
Yeah.
But they were called LAN parties.
Yeah.
So that doesn't exist anymore. So now you're definitely right about that. But Azura what?
Azura Dreams.
Yeah, I'm about to go research this game.
It's too old. the graphic, it's PS1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The graphics are so bit 2D. You're not gonna want to play it. But the adventure, the quality was great.
I like Sonic too.
Sonic is tough, and very replayable.
Yeah, I like
Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. Spyro, the Dragon.
They don't
These
make
are
those,
old games.
They don't make them no more.
Where you just going and spamming and
they don't make those games anymore. Jack and Daxter. They still make Ratchet and Clank, but I think the latest one was like some, not to be this guy, but like some kind of woman empowerment thing. But I didn't play it, so don't quote me on it. But that's what I heard on the internet.
That's everywhere now.
Yeah. So
everything.
Damn. Yeah. So that was kind of my thing. Like, what was like the last great game? And I kind of buried the lead here. To me, it was Red Dead Redemption 2.
I still have to finish playing that game.
Yo, the beauty of it is you don't have to. You don't have to finish the story.
Really?
There's so much story outside of the story. Actually gets sad. No spoilers. It's like within the gaming community, there's a part when you hear the main character cough because he dies from tuberculosis.
Oh,
so once you get to the part where he coughs, you just kind of shut the game off. You're like, nah, it's over.
I don't want to see it.
Because you don't want to see it. But, you got the clan. You can kill the clan in that game. They're just around. Yeah. That game, there's so much story in it outside. And they got all the Sasquatch. They got aliens. They got, there's like...
Red Dead Redemption.
Yes. Because remember, it's the open, Wild West. There's no cameras. There's legendary animals you get to hunt. I
got to play this.
This game and the story, I know I kind of spoiled it.
No, that's fine.
No, but there's that doesn't touch the story at all. Like what I told you. You gotta it's to me it's probably the greatest modern game.
Do you get to create your own player?
No, you play as a character in the Wild Wild West. They do have an online.
Are there black people? Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Okay.
That's a nigga on a horse. Yeah, of course they got it. There's of course there's a lot of natives. I think one of the guys in your crew is a black and native. I'm pretty sure. But
I'm trying to play as Nat Love.
Okay. See what you're doing there.
Right. They should make a video game off of that. They're not going to, but yeah.
Yeah, I get you. But for me that would be the greatest modern or maybe greatest game of all time. What was the last great game you played?
The last great game, Skyrim. Oh, that's in my top 5.
Oh, Skyrim is on that list of the level of nerdiness.
And Fallout's in that list too.
Yeah,
that completes my top 5. But Skyrim, fire. So, I was almost addicted to that game because number one, my bag is sci-fi and fantasy.
Gotcha.
That's why it's Fallout and Skyrim. Those are my 2 favorite playable games. But Skyrim because, and this goes back to what we talked about last week about, Dungeons and Dragons type of genre. I was on that as a kid. Mm-hmm. I loved that. So to have a game where you get to play it out.
Yeah, that's literally Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly. Yeah. Actual dragons, the whole amazing to me. And also I'm kind of resentful of people who just got onto it because of Game of Thrones. But the point is, that game's playability, the choices you can make, the option to play the story or just go and do your own thing, like you were talking about, amazing. That's the last game that I was super in love with.
I can't believe I forgot about Skyrim. I had to get put onto Skyrim because I'm more of the
first person shooter.
Not even that. It's I tend towards more sci-fi.
Halo.
Than Halo's another one. Mm. I'm more sci-fi than I am fantasy because to me, fantasy never has a lot of black representation. That's number one.
That's one of the biggest issues. Yeah. And
that is a level of nerd that I dabble in. Mm-hmm. I don't dive in. Probably the nerdiest thing I do is Pokemon, and that's on the fantasy tip, but that's so childish. It's for kids,
Fantasy, sci-fi.
Yeah, it does both. Yeah. So Skyrim, I had to get put onto.
Yeah.
And when I got into that world, I was like, oh, I see it.
This is fire.
I see it. This is what it's about.
Literally fighting dragons.
And then you got the whole lore, the Daedric stuff. Like it's a whole deep.
Yeah.
Like
they went crazy with that.
Yeah. Like like these Daedric princes, and they live in a realm that's outside of your realm, but they still can interact with your realm.
Yep.
You just a little guppy in this pond,
just a regular
amongst these monsters.
Yeah.
And they influence the world, but so subtly.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you actually have some control, but there's this monster like hanging out in the realm right behind your realm that's really kind of like
pulling the strings,
forcing his will or her will, and they have their own beefs within each other.
Yep.
And Skyrim is like that, and Skyrim allowed me to play The Witcher, and The Witcher, that shit is fire too.
I played some of it.
Yeah, that's fire.
But you know what happens? I would play it and I'm like, this reminds me of Skyrim.
Let me just go play Skyrim.
I'm gonna go play Skyrim.
Yeah, because Skyrim is more customizable.
Right. I was gonna say, and the reason why is because you can create your own character.
Yeah, The Witcher, you're a guy. And mind you, with The Witcher, you start at game 3. There's 2 other games before it. I never played.
Yeah, I started with 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, who's this Geralt guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
the show put me on the
series. So yeah, The Witcher is another good modern game. It's a couple of them, but like we're saying, like you could have named 20 of them from back in our era.
Yeah.
And then today it's like
it's narrowed
3
to like,
you know what I'm saying? And then the battle pass thing. Get rid of the fucking battle pass.
That's crazy that you guys are paying. Like, God bless.
No, not you guys. I'm paying too.
That's what I mean. You. I'm talking about you.
I'm paying too.
God bless.
Yeah, it's
you rich, man.
It's the only way to play.
Crazy. I can't do it.
You gotta be at a disadvantage.
Son.
You're gonna get jealous when you playing as generic army guy.
I would have been
and Maximus in the power armor is running around.
I would have been the one army guy in that lobby.
I'm telling you.
They'd be like, this guy, GR.
Yeah, like
scrub. Don't matter.
Yeah, get you a power armor, bro. That's how it is. And then it's Fortnite. I would say Fortnite, like positively and negatively, like changed gaming.
Fortnite.
Because Fortnite, you can literally have any character from anything you can think of in a lobby with you, duking it out. Like
I've yet to play it, never played it.
To me, I don't play it because it's too cartoony for me.
Yeah.
Like it's that borderline of like, this is clearly like coming from the guy that plays Pokemon.
Yeah.
But this is clearly like for kids.
Yeah.
And my son loves Fortnite, but it's revolutionary though. Like Goku and Naruto.
But what do you do in that game? You just fighting, just doing stuff?
It's like it's a battle royale, so you're trying to kill as many people. Like you're trying to be the last guy or last.
So Smash Brothers, but
with guns
and on sticks.
But it's not just guns. You could have Itachi doing a Kamehameha wave. I don't like that. Yeah, like it's
I'm disgusted.
It's crazy.
What?
Yeah,
no.
You can have Thanos' gauntlet. Like Goku can have Thanos' gauntlet, like shooting at people, like anything you can think of. And Peter Griffin,
I ain't going for it.
Could do Shadow Clone Jutsu. Like that's
for some reason that's tough.
like, you see what I'm saying? Like
40 Peter Griffins.
Yeah, like that's how the game is. Like any media you can think. They just added Jon Snow, Daenerys, and the Night King. So any media, anything, because at this point, and mind you, the game is free.
It's free.
The game.
Where are you playing this on? It's PC based.
You can play it on your phone.
What?
You can play it on.
I'm out the loop for real.
You can play on any system you can think of, and your phone.
Fortnite?
Yes.
And it's free.
It's the game.
There's an agenda behind it.
The game is free.
Nothing's free.
But you're gonna be the only dude running around as generic Bob when you see Sasuke doing a Kamehameha wave. And
That's sick.
You see Thanos running around with and Thanos' crew is Peter Griffin, Goku, and the bride from Kill Bill. That's his team.
Yeah.
And your team is generic guy. You're gonna want to spend that money.
That's sick.
I'm telling you.
What are we doing? Why? But I get it. You know, when you get, it's almost like drugs. You're chasing a white dragon at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to put everything in it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Everything is becoming one thing.
They're merging the timelines.
Yeah. All right. Just some quick trailers that came out. I want to speak about back to the nerd stuff. I mean, it's all nerd stuff. But the Lanterns trailer dropped. So Lanterns is a show on HBO. Shout out HBO. I'm an HBO supremacist. It was on HBO. I watch. It's something about the cameras they use, bro. I don't know what it is.
They shoot for cinematography.
It just looks amazing.
Fire, yeah.
It's gonna be the Green Lantern. It's the two lanterns. I believe it's Aaron Pierre, if that's his name.
Yeah, something like that.
Get better at the names. I forgot who the white guy is. So I guess it's gonna be like a coming, not a coming of age, more like a training montage thing. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, new black guy, you got a ring? I have a ring. Let's. I'm gonna teach you how to become and then eventually he's gonna. I don't know if he's ever gonna have his own movie. Because the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds is one of the worst superhero movies as well.
Because they tried to reuse Ryan Reynolds.
So
just chill out.
So yeah, so eventually he's going to be part of the new. Because we got the new Superman, we have our Green Lantern. We don't know what's going on with Batman because you have the director Matt Reeves. No, Affleck is out. But so this is what James Gunn. He's now taking over DC. So he did the Superman, but
this recent one.
Yeah, I liked it. You don't like it?
I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, I just like the more raw, tough, dark type of Superman. I
don't like that Superman.
Who's it? What's his name? Henry Cavill?
Yeah. No, I like Henry Cavill.
He's a phenomenal actor.
I think he's
even with The Witcher crushed it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then they ruined the show by replacing him with Thor's little brother.
Yeah.
But
Thor's little brother. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So, I liked Henry Cavill, the actor. I don't like a dark Superman because what that does for me is, what do I need Batman for?
I'm not saying dark as in like he's just willing to kill everybody, but the world around him is more realistic in terms of
that's fair
threats and how it's perceived. Like this, I saw this last Superman, and it was very cartoony.
Yeah, it was colorful.
Now I would imagine if James Gunn is doing what I think he's going to do, he's going to set you up with the cartoon world.
Oh yeah,
turn it.
He's going to flip it on like that's.
And then we're going to see where this goes, but. I think it was a little too cartoony. I mean, the dog was cool. The dog has to die at some point, though. If you want to get me invested,
okay, fair enough. So the Lantern series is going to be a show, probably limited series. What I expect from it, I want it to be. I want the old white Lantern to die, and then that's no, not. You see, I see how that sounded.
No, I'm with you. Someone has to die.
Yeah, so I wanted
get him out the paint. Yeah,
I wanted to be like, damn, I'm the Lantern of this quadrant of the universe. I don't have nobody to piggyback on.
Revenge story. Like some threat kills the old Lantern, so now it's like
then it's gonna be Sinestro. Like,
got you.
And then we have to cast him. So that's how I want that series to go. I want it to be like the whole time him like learning that the power is not because the ring is the literal power, but the ring is as powerful as your willpower.
It's an extension. Okay.
Yeah, and then how creative you are. Those are the two things that dictate how strong you are as a Lantern. Number one is willpower. That's it. If you have this will that you're not going to die, you're not going to lose, the ring will always power that. And then how creative you are is how the constructs go. So I want the whole series to be about testing Aaron Pierre's character's willpower. And then at the end, the white guy dies. And it's like, hey, you are the protector now.
Right.
And it's your job. That's how I want it to go. That's my expectation for the series. And then eventually, hopefully he gets his own movie. Because it seems like they're gearing him up to be so what's this good? Michael B. Jordan's foil. Like these two guys are going to be the two guys that battle it out in terms of who's going to get the box office stuff. But I just don't think he's there yet.
No, definitely not. No. But they're definitely propping him up.
Yeah. So, and I think that's good to have, dominating black actors at the same time because we always get one at a time. Because Chadwick was taken from us, and then you're like, okay, Michael B. is your go. Like, why couldn't we have them all at the same time?
There can only be one.
I don't like that.
Tokenism. Like I agree with you.
Ain't that how the Sith Lords get down? One at a time?
The rule of two. There's always one.
The rule of two.
One ascending and one that they're bringing up.
And
they're supposed to duke it out, and then whoever's left is.
Shout out Count Dooku. I like that guy.
Count Dooku, yo, his lore is crazy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yo, we got to talk.
Isn't he like the best swordsman or like second best?
His style, because he has the hooked lightsaber. He's one of the best for sure. They nerfed him though, but again, that's one of those moments that makes you realize that Anakin is him. Because
he's Anakin.
Anakin is him because he fought him one-on-one.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan got put to sleep. Anakin said, "Yo, listen, last time you caught me when I was green. You took my arm. I'm back for revenge." Caught him on one of these, by the way. No hands, held him like this. Finish him.
Yeah, shout out.
But anyway, my bad.
Yeah,
the nerd in me.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. And just to wrap the show because we got things to do.
This is true.
Things to do. I just want to talk about some tropes that we're sick of in all media.
I like this.
I'll start. Japanese people, I'm speaking to you directly. I have two tropes that I do not like in your media. Please change them just for me, this black guy that enjoys all your stuff. I'm tired of the little girls.
Talk about it.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, pay close attention to Japanese stuff. There's always a full-size man attracted to a small woman.
I saw it in reverse though, but go ahead.
You saw it in what?
In JJK.
Oh yeah. She's attracted to
a grown woman. She's laying in bed with the little boy.
I thought that was her son or something. That's her man?
But
the optic is what it is.
Go back and watch it. I'm like,
yeah, so both ways.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I don't like that. Oh no, the Dragon Ball Z did that shit too with Bulma and Goku.
Yeah.
Stop. Like what is this? What are we doing? I don't care how old the character is, it's the optic.
You're right.
My man Bond, I'm looking at you. You a suspect.
Watch how you talk to Bond. There's not much you could do to him. I'm being honest.
That's true.
That's undead.
Yeah, that's true.
But apparently he's 7'5" or something.
Yeah, he's like, he should be playing basketball. Whatever. Yeah. Second trope. Again, you Japanese. I do not like the demon shit. Where the angels at? Angels are stronger than demons. What are we doing? The one show that had angels in it, and the angels and demons was fighting, funny enough, is the Seven Deadly Sins. They had angels in there.
And it was like a rivalry.
Yeah, like it was.
They're neck and neck.
Like, what are we doing? The demons are supposed to be like, oh shit, angels here. We out.
Yeah, we got like,
we can fuck with the humans.
Yeah.
But the angels here. We out. I don't like this. Stop having the main character. Why do I got to support a guy that's literally a demon inside him? I don't want to. That'd be the bad guy. Why can't the bad guy just be that?
Nah.
It's the guy that I have to root for is also possessed by a demon. I understand there's cultural things. Maybe in your cultures, demons are not that bad, but it's in the name.
Yeah.
It's a demon. Like, what are we doing? Like, no, there's no debate in there. I think we should change that. I think y'all should have gave Sasuke the Nine Tails, and the show should have ended with Naruto. Yo, I'm sorry, you're my best friend, but you possess, and you gotta die.
I gotta get you out the pit.
Yeah, you gotta die.
I like that.
That would have been more fire. But maybe that's my,
even Boruto's technically possessed.
Yeah, now he's probed. He's an alien. He's an alien demon.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what's with this possession thing? The doppelganger, the dual personality. Like what's up with that?
I'm not Japanese. I don't know.
Yeah, it's across all their media. The only one that didn't have that is Goku. He didn't have that. But you got Ichigo. He got that in Bleach.
Goku technically turns into a monstrous.
It's a monkey. But it's not he's still Goku. It's not two niggas arguing inside of a body like, hey, nah, we going.
It's my turn.
Yeah, nah, that shit is whack. I don't like that. That shit is weird. Like, we got one too is the Hulk, but that's not demonic. That's just something's wrong with him. His psyche got broke.
It's still David. It's just another repressed version of him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like the opposite of it's like a childlike version of him.
But no, Naruto, one of the happy-go-lucky guys. Another final trope, and I want to give you the floor to give at least one. Sorry, I'm dominating.
No, go ahead. I agree with all of these so far.
I don't like the Mary Stu characters, and that's across all media.
Yep.
Goku's one of my favorite characters in anything, and he is a Mary Stu. Superman is a Mary Stu. These are characters that fall upwards. No matter what they do, they get stronger, and they just inherit this new thing that allows them to beat this guy.
Yep.
They can't lose, and it's whack.
Goku's died.
Yeah, but like he died. Every time Goku dies, he's like, all right, I'm done. Kill me. Like,
comes back.
Yeah. Like, no. Goku has never died, and he was terrified.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, this guy's whooping my ass. I'm trying to get away. Oh no, I died. That's Vegeta's role.
Right.
Goku dies. He's like, oh yeah, no, you can kill me because my son got this.
Yeah, my son.
That's whack.
Yeah, that's.
Goku never been scared.
He's the most irresponsible father.
Yeah, he's the worst father of all time.
This guy dies to get away from his responsibilities. He's like, Piccolo, raise my son.
Yeah, please, like.
When he's grown, I'll be back.
Yeah. Like, I'm tired of the Mary Stu characters. I don't like. I'm trying to think of a
Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, like come on, bro. Like,
oh, did you ever catch that Lord of the Rings series on Amazon?
No, because it was on Amazon.
Yeah, but the main character in that one, she was a Mary
Sue.
Yeah, just overpowered. She was always right. That show was actually. We'll get into that another episode, but yeah. That's another example.
Yeah, so those are my tropes that I'm just tired of seeing. I need a new trope. JJK, demon.
Demons, the cursed spirits.
Yeah, like, and the main character got the demon in him. Like,
but listen, you see, on the other side of that, the same thing we talked about. Why I chose the characters who have the superpower body, because it's called a heavenly contract. So they're telling you like this is the bane of people who use that cursed energy. These people who are just blessed. They got a contract and they go crazy.
Yes. Okay.
Their techniques are cool and all, but
I'm gonna just punch you in your shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock you out.
Yeah, like that's it.
With a heavenly. Yeah, you know what I mean, like, and then again, they got around it because they buffed up Gojo, who's a Mary Stu, in my opinion.
Yes, he definitely
out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, but I killed you though. Now I'm back, and I have a new technique that you cannot dodge.
Purple.
But before that, we already knew who was him.
Nah, but come on, listen.
They had the 1v1 me versus.
But he had
you.
the backpack.
That don't matter.
He didn't. Yeah, it did. That's what helped.
At
him.
one point, Gojo was looking for him like this.
Yeah, because he had all them everywhere spirits around him. And, yeah, he used chafe. I would have respected it more.
Everywhere.
I would have respected it more if he didn't use none of that shit. If he just said, "Hey,"
all he had was a sword.
No, and the backpack was spitting out the little smaller ones,
little flies.
Yeah, that was distracting his. Nah, come on, son. I'm not giving.
That's called strategy.
No, it is.
I have to do that against a guy who has these blue eyes that can.
Nah, but then don't say you just punched the nigga. Then.
He did though.
Nah, no, he didn't.
He did punch him at some point,
and he didn't kill him.
He came, with the slight.
Why he didn't cut his head off?
Yeah, he should have. Gotta aim for the head every time. But there are times where that doesn't work.
Like when?
Eren Yeager. They
yeah.
My boy said, "Oh, word, tap."
Does he fall under the demon thing?
No, I was gonna say that's one of the exceptions in anime is the Attack on Titan could have been though, because you know what? In the ending credits, you see that demon with the girl. Yeah. That was the one clue. They never really clarified if it was something demonic. But they say it's a parasite. Yeah. Right.
So that's more sci-fi. We need a backstory on where that shit came from.
People do have theories that parasites are demonic, but the point is that they give you a hint, but they don't tell you directly. So it could be, but I'd say based on what we saw,
no.
More on the sci-fi side.
Yeah,
sure.
And he's not a Gary Stu either.
Yeah,
he's in the Anakin. He's in that.
He has a journey. Yeah, that you witness, and it's
he's a Paul Atreides, Anakin, Eren Yeager. That's that. I like the archetype.
Yeah,
I think that's more real.
That's real. I think
that's what happened.
I went from here, and
I think absolute power corrupts absolute. I don't think there's any man on this planet. As much as I love and respect you, bro, if you had absolute power, you would be evil too. I'm already evil. So don't give it to me.
We all got some.
Yeah. I just think that, again, not to make this too preachy, but I think that's what's so dope about Jesus. Yeah. Is that he's the only person that has ever existed that
absolute power.
Has absolute power. He wasn't corrupted by it.
And let us kill him.
Yeah, like that's gang. He Goku. He was like, yo, all right.
But I'm back now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where they got it. Fight again. That's where they got it from.
Yeah, they OD'd though.
They stole it.
This guy
Goku's never been scared.
Back in the day, everyone loved Goku. You've been hearing this lately, but now everyone's starting to fall in love with Vegeta because that's a real life.
I was always a Vegeta guy.
I liked him.
I was always a Vegeta guy. But Vegeta just loses to people he shouldn't be losing to.
Who do you lose to that he shouldn't be losing to?
The androids. And then he let Cell power up.
That's hubris. He was wild.
Yeah, like what are we doing? He killed the first android, the big one.
Was that 18?
19, I think.
19.
Yeah, he smoked him. He got him out the paint. I was like, oh yeah.
But that's the guy who smoked Goku.
Yeah, that guy smoked Goku though.
Goku was sick.
I was like, yeah, Vegeta's finally getting his moment.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, nah.
He ruined it. He got too.
That's the problem, bro. This guy does that all the time.
When Trunks did that scream in the cave, it's gonna be the end of all of it. Just off of that, I would have been like, yo, we might have to take this guy seriously. But
I think we did it, man. Another great episode of the Real Talk Podcast. We got some real things to do in real life. We gotta get up out of here. We're gonna come to y'all live and direct, man. Like, subscribe, let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll be back. Taylor, take us out, man.
And that is a wrap.
I love that.
I love it too.